From the newsroom at news.com.au.
Hi, I'm Lexi Cartwright, and this is the latest from the newsroom. It's Thursday, the 22nd of October. We'll start in Victoria, and Melbourne is just days away from its next round of restriction easing, but new outbreaks have put everything at risk and forced 400 people into isolation. The outbreaks have taken place at 2 schools in Melbourne, which have now closed, while 5 suburbs have been put on alert and a social housing block has been forced into lockdown. While Premier Daniel Andrews says he's hopeful restrictions will still be eased this Sunday, an infectious diseases expert told the Today Show the new clusters were a serious worry. Here's Professor Sanjaya Senanyaki.
It is certainly worrying, but that does not mean that the health authorities can't get this under control. Unfortunately, we were hoping that Melbourne and Sydney, these big cities, could actually get rid or eliminate COVID, but it looks like that's going to be really difficult. So unfortunately, life is likely to be periods of very low cases, punctuated by potentially super spreading events like this.
To the US, and the FBI has issued an urgent warning about interference in the US election after they discovered voter information had been obtained by foreign sources. In an announcement about a major election security issue, FBI officials revealed the breach appeared to have come from Russia and Iran.
This data can be used by foreign actors to attempt to communicate false information to registered voters that they hope will cause confusion, sow chaos, and undermine your confidence in American democracy.
The breach comes less than 2 weeks before the US presidential election. In other news now, and the man behind the wheel of a car that ploughed into a group of children walking along a quiet street in Sydney's northeast has pleaded guilty to manslaughter. Samuel William Davidson was high on drugs and 3 times the blood alcohol limit when he jumped behind the wheel on the night of February 1 this year, killing 4 children and critically injuring a 5th. He'll be sentenced on November 20. To travel news now, and Christmas has come early for Aussies wanting to jet set across the country between now and the end of 2020, with Virgin slashing costs to as low as $69. Some of the highlights include one-way flights from Sydney to the Gold Coast from $69, Melbourne to Adelaide from $89, and Darwin to Brisbane from $169. The sale is to celebrate the airline's 20th anniversary, with flights on sale until midnight next Tuesday. Now, travel must be booked between November 25th and March 31, 2021. To entertainment news now, Matthew McConaughey has sat down for an interview with The Project to talk about his new memoir, Greenlights. Now, the Oscar-winning actor dropped some pretty shocking details in the book, saying he was molested as a teenager and was also blackmailed into losing his virginity at the age of 15. But there was one subject he did not want to talk about when asked by host Carrie Bickmore, and that is what he thinks about US President Donald Trump. Have a listen.
How do you feel about Trump?
How do I feel about him?
Yeah, how do you feel about his term?
I want a fuller context and a longer form to talk about that. And if I said something to you now, it could be one line could be taken out of context and could be put in a headline, so I don't want to take the chance for that.
Now, McConaughey is notoriously vague about his political views, having previously copped backlash for telling people to give Trump a break. Finishing with some not-so-great sport news now, and it's a huge weekend with the AFL Grand Final on Saturday and the NRL Grand Final on Sunday. But the host cities, Brisbane and Sydney, are set for severe thunderstorms and heavy rain, with between 30 to 50 millimetres predicted from Friday through to Sunday along the east coast, while some areas could see up to 150 millimetres. May the best team win. And don't forget, From the Newsroom is available in your smart speaker. When you're at home, ask your speaker to play From the Newsroom, and we'll update you as you're getting ready for your day. That's it from the newsroom. We'll be back with another update in the morning.
Your headlines from news.com.au.